If you go to the Congo, you got to go walk through the stretch that has that giant chimp living in it. Do you know that about that giant chimp?
What is it? What's his name?
The Bondo ape.
The Bondo.
Yeah, it's a larger version of the chimpanzee. It's like 6 feet tall.
Whoa.
Huge, 200-plus pound chimps.
Jeez.
Yeah, the locals call them lion killers.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, they nest on the ground.
We got an image of one of those.
Yeah, they nest on the ground like gorillas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one is not... This is images of dead ones. See if you can go to... there's... if you just Google Bondo ape, there's some really good... See that one in the upper left-hand corner, Jamie? Yeah. But that picture, I don't think is real. I want to say that's fake. Congo's giant Bondo ape. See, that one's real. That one's real. Those people with the dead one? Okay. Make that larger, please. Can you just make the... There you go. That is... that's the first evidence of one that they ever found.
Wow.
And then they shot this thing, and they took pictures of it, but I believe that was in the 1930s. And then they got another one that they shot at an airport. And these guys are posing with this thing. See if you can find the one. That's it, at the bottom, the very bottom. That right there. Bang. Look at that. Go full screen, the one below it. Yeah, look at that. Make that larger. Look at the size of that fucking chimp. So that is this thing that they call the Bondo ape, and it has a crest on its skull like a gorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, skull is not shaped like a chimpanzee skull. And so go back to the picture, please. That's okay. That's big enough. But because it's not a very clear picture anyway. So these guys shot this at an airport, and look at the hog on them too. Woo. But the size of that thing, I mean, look at the men behind it. I don't know how big they are, but let's assume they're tiny, and they're 5'5". That thing is 5'10", 5'11", and probably well north of 200 pounds.
The strength,
and it's a chimp.
Well.
Oh my God, it'll rip you to pieces.
Yeah, easy.
But the cool thing is, this is a weird subspecies that's only in this. I think it's called Bili in the Congo, and they either call it the Bili ape or they call it the Bondo ape. But it's an enormous...
Yeah, never hit, but I'm sure I've that picture there where the guys are either side holding it up. I'm sure I've seen that somewhere
Google Bondo ape camera trap photo. There's a camera trap photo of one of them walking upright, and it's about 6 feet tall, upper left-hand corner. That one.
6 feet
tall. They said by measuring the stuff around it, they think that is a 6 foot tall chimpanzee walking through the fucking jungle. Whoa. And that's this guy. There's a guy named Carl Amon. I think he's from Switzerland. He's a wildlife photographer, and he spent a considerable amount of time trying to find these things and take photos of them because of all the descriptions that the natives have of these enormous chimpanzees. They got video of one of them eating a jaguar. They don't know if it killed it or if it found it dead. But
such
the locals,
mysterious parts of the world, eh?
Yeah,
whereabouts in the Congo is that? Do you know?
In Bili. I think it's called Bili. It's not a large place, but it's incredibly dense jungle. It's very hard to get to. But for a long time, it was just legend. But now they have actual video of them. They have photograph. They have scat samples, DNA, and then they have the skulls. The skulls that are not quite gorilla and not quite chimpanzee.
Got you.
When they first got it, I'm pretty sure they thought it was a hybrid. They thought like a gorilla fucked a chimp. Like, come here, bro.
Yeah.
And then now they think it's a totally different subspecies of chimpanzee. So there it is.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
Bili Yuli Forest. So that's where you got to go, bro.
Yeah, that's not far from is that the source? That looks like the source there.
Yeah, is that
source of the Congo?
Could you go through there? So that area looks small, but it's probably bigger than massive, Florida. Yeah. The area where these things... I mean, the Congo's so
isn't it?
big.
The Congo's just always fast. From a young age, you hear all sorts of stories about the Congo, don't you?
Isn't it wider than the contiguous United States? I think the Congo itself is wider than the United States. I think there's more land mass in the Congo. There's an amazing BBC documentary on the Congo from many years ago. I think it was like from the 90s. But they spent 29 times, the United States is 29 times bigger than the Congo. Okay, hold on, stop. 342,000 square kilometers. But the width of it, I think it's the width.
There are only 5 million people living there for the size of it.
Oh, that's it. Okay, no, it's not. Yeah. Okay, it's not as wide. It's not even as close.
Maybe Texas or something.
Yeah, it's like, it's bigger than Texas for sure. Mm-hmm. It's like Texas and California and maybe like one other state smushed in there. It looks like it's like 30% of the United States.
Still a lot of wilderness, that though, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah, man. And if there's a fucking giant chimp living in there,
Yeah.
and all kinds of other shit in there.
All sorts.
Have you seen that shoebill bird that lives there?
No.
Oh my God. It's a 5-foot tall dinosaur of a bird with an enormous face. His face is like this big, and it looks like it doesn't look real. Like you see it walking around.
Yeah, with the way that you're describing it, maybe photos, videos.
Oh, the face that they have. There's some great high-resolution photos of the shoebill where you look at them in the eye and you're like, what the fuck is that? Is that real?
Man.
They're like the most ferocious-looking bird. It looked like that right there.
Yeah, I have
Come
seen
on,
that.
bro.
That's badass,
Look
isn't
at
it?
the face. Imagine walking through the
waking
jungle.
up and seeing that looking down at you.
Yes, or walking through the jungle and you part some leaves and that fucking thing is staring at your face. Oh my God.
We came across, have you heard of elephant birds?
No.
I think David Attenborough.
Elephant birds.
Elephant birds. I think David Attenborough first discovered it or went to Madagascar because he was fascinated by the elephant bird. Went extinct, I don't know how long ago, but their eggs were about what's half a foot.
Like a football.
Yeah, almost like a rugby ball, football.
Yeah.
In size.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh my God, look at the size of that egg.
That'd be painful.
That's so big. Look at the size of that fucker.
There you go. Look at that comparison with an ostrich.
Oh my God.
There you go. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
And these were big, but I came across the elephant bird eggshells. They're about this thick as well, maybe half a centimetre in thickness. And they're just scattered across the southern beaches of Madagascar in their thousands.
So this thing is still alive?
No,
or the
this
eggs
has gone
are?
extinct. It's just the
But
eggs.
the eggs are still there.
Yeah, there you go. There's David Attenborough. I think he bought one back. It's in Cardiff, which is the capital city of
There's that
Wales.
many of them? You can just go get one?
There's just crushed because they're so thick. Oh, look at that